we need change. That when we vote, it matters. So I'm proposing we make every vote count. We are committed to ensuring that the 2015 election will be the last federal election using first past the post.
Start it off. Everyone just kind of let it do it.
If people are going to maintain their faith in our democratic system, then they've got to believe that what they vote for matters.
21st century democracies demand, like we demand here today, that every voter should count. Because when we send members of parliament to the House of Commons, they are there to represent our political will, not their own interests. Are you with me? Yeah! Can we afford to back down? No! And are we going to back down?
No! I've never voted in an election where my vote counted. Every time that I vote, my vote just goes in the garbage, and I really want to see a Canada where my vote and my voice matters.
Because when my students ask me what democracy looks like, I want to show them this photo.
The last election was the first election I voted in, and I felt pressured to vote for the Liberal Party, even though I really wanted to vote for the NDP.
There will be a price to be paid for not doing what you said you were going to do and not giving us what we want, which is more democracy.
In the 2015 election, over 9 million voters, 52%, cast ballots for losers. It's unfair that our neighbors, every second person in this country, has to sit on the sidelines while other people make the decisions about running this country. Justin Trudeau thinks that this is his decision, that he decided.
And I know people will be disappointed, yep. But this was my choice to make.
Because he wasn't going to get his favorite system. What?
He campaigned on real change and ending cynicism in politics, and now he's completely going back on that.
Proportional representation uses very simple ballots. STV uses a beautiful ballot called a rank ballot. This is how it works. 1, 2, 3. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it all? Should I do it again? You got it the first time? The other one's called MMP, where you check one box, and then you check another box. Whoa! Oh my God! But the other thing is, our system is actually the simplest. PR is simpler than first past the post. Why? Because if 10% vote Green, the Greens get 10% of the seats. That's called simplicity.
80% of OECD countries use PR. And decades of research from around the world tells us that countries with proportional representation do better on electing women, they do better on environmental policy, and they provide stable economies because proportional representation provides more power to the electorate.
I'm pretty annoyed by every election where my vote gets wasted, and I think the majority of Canadians cast a vote that gets wasted, so I think it would help people feel more engaged in the system.
So we are committed to growing this movement. A lot of people said, that's it, it's over, put your tent away and go home. We're not going home. We're just getting started. We need them to get back to the table and to make it happen, or we will be at the polling booths in 2019 looking for people who will give us a real commitment to making all our votes count. Thank you very much.